For issues of this being very, very big, instead, I'm going to make a four-parter instead of just making one big fat one and then one other one. Okay? So let's just do that. Anyways, I already did the season review of, well, basically series review of What If, which was the first one, which thanks guys. That's so awesome that you just did that. All right. So the first one was What If Captain Carter were... Okay, you this is a messed up grammar. Right now it says what if Captain Carter were the first Avenger. It's supposed to be what if Captain Carter was the first Avenger. Good God. It's like I don't have an English degree, but freaking dang, man. If you're stumbling like that, good God. But anyways, like was said, she took the place of Steve. Steve got shot. I know this is going to be spoiler based. So Steve got shot, and then she took the place of it, and now she is now Captain Carter, not Captain Britain because of issues, you know. And of course we get to have the first kind of Iron Man, but it's called the Hydra Stomper. And it's actually powered by the Tesseract, which is crazy. We're like, wow, seriously. And of course, Red Skull stole the Tesseract back. He summoned this kind of squid being, and well, it killed him, supposedly. And Carter had no choice but to push inside, push the freaking squid monster back into the portal that was opened by Red Skull. As soon as she did that, she actually got time warped into, I'll say 2008, well, kind of 2008, 2012, either way. So now she's there at the portal, and well, I think this one's technically open shut. Yeah, this is the moment where I'm going to say, can they actually make a new version of this? Can they actually continue on with this? I would say yes, but it's more the fact of just having the Avengers base. So it most likely will spin off to an Avengers event. It makes perfect sense, but this one doesn't really need to have the open and shut. This is open and shut, but it could actually be Avengers. All right, next one is what if T'Challa became Star-Lord? So basically, instead of getting Peter Quill, oh yeah, I already told you what was the Nexus point. The thing, oh yeah, no I didn't. Okay, the Nexus point. The reason why the first episode changed is because instead of Peggy Carter actually sitting upstairs, she actually was on the ground floor watching. And that's what changed things. Now, as for number 2, what happens here is it's kind of undetermined of what changed. I guess what really changed was that he got taser face, and it's either A, he got taser face and he was too busy, so he sent other people to go get it, or basically he said he's going to do something, he's going to do it. He's doing it himself, he's getting paid to do it, and that's what he did. But in this case, it's like, no, he didn't do that. He just sent his flunkies to do it. So it's like, I don't know what really changed here personally. It's like, I don't know exactly what was the point that changed it, everything, besides him saying maybe he's not going to go. It's open and shut to maybe it's like, yeah, he decided not to go this time, and that's what changed everything. And well, so anyways, the craziest part is be that T'Challa, aka Cha-Cha, which I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure that in that universe he created a Cha-Cha slide. Hey. But anyways, it's like crazy. Everyone knows he's Star-Lord and he's been doing some awesome stuff. He turned things around. It was unbelievable that he actually turned Thanos. Holy frick. And he turned Thanos before Nebula got all technological. So he was like, I guess as a teenager, question mark. But either way, it's like he actually imposed the question and he had a deep conversation. Many people would like to see how that would have played out because they kind of think he couldn't do it. But I'm like, I'm pretty sure he could do it. And if you want this, it's kind of just like how people wanted to see how democracy and stuff happened in Star Wars. And then as soon as they got it, you're like, oh God, this is so boring. Same deal. Where it's like, yeah, it's not going to be interesting. You should just be happy that you got the nod. So all that happened, and then of course the collector is the one that actually shows up here. The collector is the one that is now the big bad, and he got buffed as hell. He's freaking buff. And of course, well, he wants to capture T'Challa because, well, yeah, of course he does. So he wants to do that, and it's like, okay. And of course, he doesn't give a crap about the Infinity Stones, believe it or not. It's like, yeah, it's like no one really cares about the Infinity Stones. What they're really trying to do is make the world a better place, actually make the universe a better place. And they're getting the seed that actually would help do what the opposite of what Thanos wants to do. It's like, yeah, instead of destroying people and killing people and wiping them off so it's like enough feed for everyone, why not make it so that we have enough feed for billions? And that's how it's playing out now. And of course, well, all things are good, even though he got lied to about Wakanda, which Wakanda didn't get destroyed. He told him it was destroyed. And what was kind of nice, it was kind of like technically, even though he doesn't even, yeah, he didn't get the endowment of Black Panther, of course, but it would have been kind of like the interesting version of Superman, even though Superman stayed on Earth instead of actually going around and trying to save the universe, which he could, but he wouldn't do a great job. So anyways, this one actually is pretty good until we find out that, of course, Ego is looking for Peter Quill. And actually, it's kind of interesting when you think about it. It's like, so let me guess. Basically, what occurred was that he kept on going for many other children, and that was all failing. And it's either A, he actually tried more children and he failed, or B, of course, they're not in the business anymore to doing that crap. And it's like, I don't think they might have cut doing that. They might have stopped doing that, especially if they find out that, of course, he killed his kids, which I don't think he knows. He just knows that he's a big a-hole. That's at least what Yondu told us. So it's like, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe this was the point of where Ego said, "You blew it. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you." And it's like, yeah. So he's like, "I'll do it myself or get my own ragtag crew or someone else to do it." And well, they suck too, to the point of where he's like, "Fuck this shit." And he went to go check his kids out all by himself. And of course, we're here with Peter Quill, thus making this the worst one ever, because we're going to have, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 happen on Earth? Question mark. It's either that, or even worse is that, yeah, he's going to take him back to his Earth. He's going to tell him everything about himself. And then because he isn't Star-Lord, he didn't get all his street smarts. Instead, he got songs and such. Well, this is the point of where he might crumble, and he gets to have his conduit. And I forgot what he was. Oh yeah, he put seeds all around the freaking universe. So all the seeds are now going to engulf all the freaking planets. So it's like, I think that's the only thing that can happen. Is there going to be a part 2? There could be. And I don't know. Personally, it's like, I don't freaking know. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to even play out. No idea at all. No idea. Excuse me. And then we get to the third one, which of course I forgot to get the freaking damn thing. Hold on one second. Okay, so the third one is, what if the world lost its mightiest heroes? Of course, spoiler wise, it's like, we know the pivot point on this. The pivot point that happens is the fact of Janet Van Dyne actually went on a mission. And, well, of course, that's the same mission of where, she went small. Oh, yeah, and he's like, "Oh, come back." And instead of actually putting his research into actually doing that, I bet he was researching it. And then as soon as his daughter went to go work for S.H.I.E.L.D., he continued his work until, of course, his daughter died. So, I don't know, there was a pivot point. I guess technically they were agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. allegedly, but I think she was officially an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. officially. And then Hope was like, I would like to follow my mom's footsteps. And of course, that actual death also caused him to go nuts. And Frick, looking for his wife, he goes and tries to get revenge, which he actually did a lot of research on everyone. So he ruins Iron Man 2, he ruins Incredible Hulk, he ruins Thor. He doesn't get to have his hands on Captain America. Yeah, he doesn't get to have any touch of Captain America, the first Avenger. Nope, he doesn't even know about him. Thank goodness. But yeah, he killed every single person. And Hulk was the worst one ever. But hey, at least we get a nice recast of who would actually play as, not Betty Brant. He's like, yeah, not Betty Brant. It's like, yeah, it's been so long. Anyways, his love interest is like, yeah, now we see who he'll recast her with. And it's like, that's kind of sad. But on the other hand, I don't think they really would recast her. They just had a problem with, it's like they only has had a problem with him. And they actually really wanted Mark Ruffalo first. But, well, Universal was a complete idiot, and that's what they chose. They chose him, and it's like, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't Marvel's choice. And since you guys are complete idiots and you're not going to do any more videos, no more movies about Hulk, why in the world would they keep him? You dumb freaking moron. Why would he keep him? So it's like, yeah, get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out. So basically, we get to the point of where he actually already just, Loki shows up, and Loki actually straight up just takes over the world. He just does it. And it's like he takes over Midgard, and it's like, oh fuck. So we're gonna get some Avenger moments, which this one definitely deserved to have a, hold on one second, folks. Which personally, I would love to see how that plays out. I would love to see how, what other Avengers would show up to actually defeat Loki, because Loki is totally, yeah, he's like in his element, and it's like, oh, this sucks. So this will actually be a good one for him. So let's total them up. The first one is open-ended, but it doesn't really need to have another one. I mean, they can, and most likely they will, considering now I have to do it before anyone actually says, oh, well, guess what, man? It's like, yeah, I want to kind of actually do it fresh before, oh, they did that. And it's like, well, I would like to do that in the series review. So at least I could actually say that, oh, so they did do it. All right, I'm glad looking back, and it's like, the second one, they should do another one, but it's like, yeah, you definitely should actually see how this plays out. The third one, definitely want to see play out. So basically, so far, the first three, you do want to see how it plays out, and you do want to actually see a continuation of it. So let's hope they do, which apparently they kind of do, but not to the point of where you think. That's the sad truth. It's like, they kind of do, but not where you actually think. And I thought that's what's going to happen. It's like, here's the first season. Then next season, they most likely will do those, allegedly. And who knows, because maybe this becomes a nice little thing. It goes from 9 episodes to maybe 18. So they can continue on with it. And it's like, there we go. Yeah, they can continue on, and they have the new 9, and they most likely will close the rest of them out. Maybe with the second half. So yeah, second half, they close it out. They could actually still continue on some of them. I'm pretty sure when it comes to Captain Carter, they might continue on with that. Maybe. Yeah, but some of them do actually just gonna have 2-parters, unless they actually decide to make a 3rd-parter, which is like, I kind of don't want you to just keep on trying to expand your freaking thing. Just keep it decent, keep it decent. Don't actually get to the point of where it's like, oh no, now we're up to 54 episodes. It's like, oh my gosh, no. It's like, at least 18 is good. Maybe 26, but it's like, yeah, that's pushing it. But it's like, yeah, if you make it double, make it 18, it'll work out. Then close out the ones, and then continue on with the newer ones, and they have sequels and something like that, Anyways, coming up next is going to be 4 to 6, and we'll see how this plays out on the whole issue of what was the pivot point, and can they actually make a part 2? And should they make a part 2? I guess that's kind of an extra one.
Hold it, son. Wouldn't you rather have an exciting action figure?
Ah, but only Batman fits in my Batmobile.